Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to the Monalisa Monroe Morning Show. Grab your coffee or your tea, hunty, because we have a lot to talk about. But before we get started on those red hot topics, please go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got t-shirts, we've got mugs, we've got toast. Believe me, we've got you covered. And also, you could purchase my book, Life After the Diagnosis. If you know a survivor or you are a survivor, this is the book that you need. Well, let's go ahead and get this party started right, shall we? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today? I'm so glad you tuned in to this very special show. Why is it special today? Well, it's my birthday. No, not today, but my birthday is Saturday. But I will be celebrating my birthday on the show with you today. Woohoo! Mona Lisa is turning 5 on Saturday. And when I tell you I'm excited about that, oh my goodness, when you look back and see where God has brought you from, you realize, oh my goodness, how good God is. Oh, yes, ma'am. And yes, sirs. I am so elated today. I'm telling you, I'm just I'm just so excited. I mean, I don't even know what a good vocabulary word is for the way I feel today. But I wore my favorite color. My favorite glasses. I am just like, this is my favorite day today. Well, Saturday. But anyway, I'm bringing you guys on to include in the excitement. Okay. Okay. But before we get started, of course, we got to let you guys know, of course, to go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. The best birthday present that you can give me is to go on the website to purchase the merchandise. That would be your birthday present to me. I thank you www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got everything you need. We've got t-shirts, we've got coffee cups, we've got totes, we've got it all. And like the commercial says, we also have my book. My book is The Life After the Diagnosis, and I am living the life after the diagnosis. If you know me or you don't know me, you know I am a survivor of leukemia. I praise God. I was diagnosed with this in 2010 and it is now 2021. So I have been in remission for 11 years. Thank you, Lord. So I've got too much to be grateful for this morning. Yes, I am so excited. So anyway, all of that on the website, and you see it scrolling down there below. That would be the best birthday present that you can give me. Now, I'm not going to stop you if you want to give me some cash or send me some love. I appreciate that. I appreciate that today. And, the question on the board is, hey, Mona Lisa, it's your birthday this weekend on Saturday. What do you have planned? I have no idea. Now, I know that comes as a shocker to those who know me because usually I turn up on my birthday. Well, now that I'm married, I don't try to make plans because my husband will come around the corner and go, okay, so I got something for you. So I left it open to him. Now, if he does not do anything, I will kill him. No, I'm just no, I'm not. But anyway, so hopefully he's got something planned because I which usually turn up, calmed it on down. But I do have some things scheduled for tomorrow, which I am excited about. I have a mini photo shoot scheduled for me for my 50th birthday. We've got this photographer here. He's really good. And the photo shoot will take place Saturday, which is my birthday. And of course, all the days will be, all that day, I will be going live to sort of, bring you guys along with me, which would be fun. So that's going to be going on my birthday. I'm going to bring you guys with me doing a live. You guys can wish me happy birthday. I mean, anything you want to say, whatever the case may be, I appreciate ya. Good morning, Rev. How you doing? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. And I was telling them earlier. Now, usually I try to turn up, but I left it to my husband. So I'm excited. I don't know what he's got planned, but I'm ready. I'm here for it, as they say, right? So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and talk about a few things that you're talking about because that's what the show is all about. We talk about what you're talking about. And what are you talking about today? Well, it's voting time. Early voting has opened up for the local levels, not the presidential. Now, but if you ask me personally, this is the most crucial of them all because local government per se affects you directly. So, yes, you want to vote for the presidency. Yes, you want all that to take place, but all at the same time, you want to vote for your local principalities, right? You want to vote for your judges. You want to vote for your council people. You want to vote for your representative. You want to vote locally because that affects you directly. Now, the presidency, of course, you want your president, you want to vote for him. But when your son or your daughter gets in trouble, it goes to the courts. So you want to be able to vote some judges in, okay? Just stuff like that. So we've got some local elections here going on in Garden City, in Savannah, in Fort Wentworth, Pooler. So we have some local, some local folks going for district council. And hopefully I'll have a few of them on the show. Not today, but closer to the election, I do want to invite some of the candidates so you guys can meet them and ask them some questions and all that good stuff. So hopefully they will come on and receive you guys and answer your questions and we can roll from there. But yeah, early voting started October the 12th. So if you already know who you want to vote for, please go on the website of your local city, county, state, whatever the case may be, and find out where you can vote early. I'm telling you, personally, I rather vote early because you can go anywhere to vote early. You go to the grocery stores at some point, but please, by all means, vote. Your vote is your voice. A lot of people go, oh, it doesn't matter, and da 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 da. Yes, it does. And unfortunately, a lot of, shall we say, craziness has been stated about the voting process when President Joe Biden was elected. They were saying they were throwing away votes, votes weren't counted, just some madness. But please, the voting matters. The voting counts. Early voting on your local level. Have you voted yet? I'm not asking you who you voted for. I'm saying go vote. Rebecca, yes, early vote at mosquito control. Okay, thank you, Rebecca. So, in this particular area here, there is a place called Mosquito Control, and they do the early voting for different locations. So, please, please, please find out where you're supposed to vote and go vote. Your community, your concerns, your gripes, your bumps and bruises, whatever it is, you must vote. And you have to hold your council people, your people in the seats, accountable. You have to hold them to the fire. What do you mean? I mean, stop complaining and take charge of your community. Take charge of your neighborhood. What does that look like? That looks like, hey, I voted for you and this is what we want. And if you don't give it to us, you're going to be voted out. Simple as that. You have the power. Power for the people. The people vote you in and the people can vote you out. Now, with that being said, I am not pleased. You guys can come for me if you want, but I am not pleased with this administration at all. It's like they've been muzzled. I don't know if they pretty much told us what we wanted to hear so they can get in there. I don't know, but I'm not happy. I'm very, very disappointed. It's even said on the news, and I'm getting this from the news, from the TV, from the social media. You guys know me. I will research before I get on here. That it's 2 or 3 Democrats, you heard me, Democrats that are going against Joe Biden and the administration. How can you go against your own party on decisions that benefit the people who voted you in? I'm just trying to understand. So, with that being said, you guys know the president has hardly any power. He just doesn't. And the Congress, I mean, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Congress majority Democrat right now? So why isn't anything getting done? Or is it majority Republican? I don't know, but I'm gonna have to research because I'm not pleased. What do you guys think about the administration? Because I am so disappointed. And on top of that, they are correct because yesterday they were saying that we're not hearing from the president. Where is he? How come he's not talking? Because you guys remember Donald Trump was on TV every day. Dave, good morning. How are you? Good to see you. Rebecca, filibuster. Oh my gosh. I know. This is crazy. Happy birthday. My wife's birthday was yesterday. Oh, now if she was born in October, you already know she's off the charts. Yes, October children. But yeah, so Monica, House majority are Dems, not Congress. There you go, Mona Lisa. Thank you, Ralph. Because I'm just not understanding what's happening. And I mean, am I the only one disappointed in administration? Because if you look at what's happening right now, wow, if the tables were turned, we would be listening and hearing from everybody. And I'm not hearing from anybody. Joe Biden he'll do a presidential address or whatever and basically shade over everything. And my girl Kamala, what in the world? I don't know. I'm just not happy. I'm just not happy at all with the administration at all. Well, that was our red hot number 1. Have you voted? And check out your early voting locations on your local websites from your city. Please, 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 early vote, please. Now, with that being said, red hot number 2. Oh, yes. One of the people that scaled the Capitol, he was a hairdresser. They found him. Now, let me tell y'all something. They can find anybody who they want to find. Okay? People that were scaling that Capitol went live. All you got to do is research their Facebook. Anyway, long story short, I don't know who's still in jail. I don't know if they even went to jail. But this particular person that scaled the walls of the Capitol got 14 days in jail. And I take a sip of my coffee. 14 days in jail. He scaled the walls of the Capitol. And I'm talking about, don't get it twisted. They came to do damage. Okay? They said they were going to kill some people. They did damage to the Capitol, to the offices in the Capitol. They stole stuff. It was basically a riot, a mob from terrorists, okay? And he got 14 days in jail. Now, you guys know, let's be real. If that were anyone else of color, I'm y'all, come on, come for me right now. If that was anybody of color, it would be okay. You guys want to go there? Let's go there this morning. I'm feeling good. If it were a Black person, if it were a Hispanic, Asian, how about a Muslim? If it was any of those folks, do you think they would have gotten 14 days in jail? And y'all better come on. Y'all better be honest. Come on now. Bloodbath. Rebecca, you telling you, and I know how to speak correct English, but you are telling the truth. It would have been a massacre if that were a mob of people of color. I'm telling you, these people have yet to go to jail. These people have yet to be sentenced to a 14 days. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said the week before, I don't condone what R. Kelly did. I do not. But if he gets more years than that police officer that killed George Floyd, killed him in broad daylight, on TV, on social media, killed a man. If R. Kelly gets more time than that police officer, something is not right, y'all. Yes, what he did was wrong. I'm not saying it was right, but let's be real. Now, just the other day, it was a person that was sentenced for, oh my gosh, I think it might have been 20 something years. And he shoplifted, I think it was a t-shirt. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. How the scales are just not fair. Lady Liberty, Lady Justice with those scales, honey, you're tilting. You're tilting one way. I could not believe that when I heard that. 14 days. I tell you no lie. How does he still have a job? And they look, this is exactly how they titled it on the article. Not terrorists, not rioters, not mob. They said hairdresser. That's what they said. I promise you not. Hairdresser. Child, please. Rebecca. Monica Robinson's House has majority by a handful. Senate is split 50-50. VP cast the tie breaking vote for the most narrow majority. Now, is that the reason why we're not getting anything done because it's 50-50? But all at the same time, like you said, Rebecca, the VP is the tiebreaker. Stuff is still not getting passed. And then, how is it that Texas is passing stuff that is insane? What is that about? Yes, I'm just saying. Why is it that nothing is getting done with this administration? It's like we are in limbo and we can't do anything. It's like our hands are tied again. But yet, the stuff that's getting through, oh, hunty, the mandate for the vaccine, this and this and this. Child, please, give me a break. Rebecca, filibuster requires 60 votes to pass. We can't get 60 votes. My goodness. It's getting crazier and crazier. I don't understand. But all at the same time, what do you do? What do you do? You keep it stepping. You keep it moving. You keep praying. That's all I can say. You keep praying. Well, that's red hot number 2. I don't know what you guys could say more than what I said about this particular situation, but I thought it was crazy. And even the title of the article was crazy. Hairdresser that scaled the Capitol, not terrorists, not, anyway, you guys get the point? Yeah. So last but not least, red hot number 3, Dave Chappelle. Now, Dave Chappelle, I mean, you guys, let me see, how do I explain? You have to be the type of person that understands that kind of humor, okay? Because if you don't, you'll get mad, like he was saying on the special. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he is under fire. Who is he under fire with? The LGBTQ plus community. They feel like he was bashing them in this particular special, and they want his show taken off of Netflix. Have you seen the special? That's number 1. And if you have, I would like to know your thoughts on it. So, one thing that I have heard from comedians is that, unfortunately, nowadays, their craft is being attacked. They feel that their craft is being attacked because of the cancel culture. They can't tease or make fun of or talk about certain majorities or minorities because they will get canceled. So now comedy shows and comedians feel like they're muzzled because they can't be funny. Now, if you guys were to pull up any old comedians, any old shows from Dave Chappelle on down, Richard Pryor, I'm talking about Red Fox, all of them, Paul Mooney, I'm talking about all of them. They held nothing back. They talked about everybody. No one was immune or excluded from their list. They shot down everybody. And I have been at a comedy show sitting on the front row like a crazy person, but sitting on the front row and getting tagged, okay, by the comedian. So if you can't stomach or if you can't handle this type of comedy, don't go. Don't watch it. I mean, don't participate in it if you can't handle it, right? Because I guess it's like, oh well, because you really can't say words can't hurt me because words do hurt. And you're hiding behind the comedy of it, but are you really honest? I don't know. It's like we have really thin skin now. And that could sort of go across the board because they feel like African Americans are thin skinned now because everything's racial. And then if you say something, you're a racist, and da 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 da. And then the gay community or the lesbian community, LGBTQ community, they feel like, look, we're not having it. So, what do you guys think about cancel culture? And they got the name from the fact that a couple of years ago, if somebody didn't like something, they would go on Twitter, they would go on social media, and they would do a hashtag about you. And next thing you know, you have lost your job. You have, you have lost your movie. Yeah, pretty much you are out of work. And this cancel culture has rolled and rolled in like a snowball effect. They are huge now. So if they don't like something, they will hashtag you, and next thing you know, you have no job. You have no livelihood. Now, I feel some type of way about it because, in a way, it's good because a lot of this stuff needs to be canceled. And then, in a way, it's a power thing because if you know you have that much power, you abuse it, right? But I don't know. I'm sort of, because I'm not going to lie, I want to exercise my rights of canceling some folks if I don't like what they say or do or whatever. So, yes, we have the right to do that. But then, all at the same time, is it too much? Is it too extreme? Are you canceling like everybody? Are you just doing the most with that? So, I don't know. What do you guys think about cancel culture? Is that something that you support? Is that something that you feel like, okay, y'all going overboard? Because that cancel culture, baby, was telling Netflix, cut the show. That's it. Take it off, whatever, whatever. And Netflix originally said no. Now, they're coming hard on Netflix. They're coming down hard on them. So they might pull it. They just might pull the show. I don't know. But right now they're saying, hey, it's not, he wasn't talking about you guys. And you gotta understand this is comedy. Blah 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 blah. Well, we shall see. We'll give it another week and see how well it does. But I mean, I sat and watched it, and like I said, you gotta you gotta have a special taste for Dave Chappelle comedy because Dave is raw and uncut. He just is, and that's how he became famous. I mean, everybody laughed at the Dave Chappelle show when he did the same type of stuff. But now, since cancel culture is here and it's strong, now you want to cancel him. Y'all loved him 5 years ago. These same people that want to cancel him. Y'all laughed. Y'all did all of that. Dave has not changed. Dave has not changed. But now you want to censor Dave Chappelle. And towards the end of the show, he mentioned Kevin Hart. And he said, Kevin Hart wanted, his dream was to host the Oscars. And then all of a sudden, he can't because of a statement. And he said, this is some crap, this is sorry. And yeah, and Kevin Hart has apologized in 6 different languages, but he has yet to be invited back to do that. I don't know. What do you guys think about cancel culture? Because they are ready to cancel Dave Chappelle. And me personally, like I said, I think it's sorry because everybody loved Dave Chappelle 5, 10 years ago. Everybody watched the show. Everybody felt it was funny, whatever, whatever. And then now he's on stage and you're trying to cancel him. Now, I'm not a fan, like a follower of or whatever of Dave Chappelle because, baby, when I tell you his comedy is raw, it's raw. But all at the same time, I feel like, comedy is comedy. And it's funny because not everybody can hang. Not everybody can hang. And when I was growing up, when I we called it the dozens, right? You would play the dozens, and no one was off limits. Your mama, your grandma, no one was off limits. And so when we did that, it created a thick skin when it comes to comedy for me because I was used to that, and in the Black community, we did that. You checked somebody or you played the dozens with someone. I mean, and it's just, well, just we have one person that once he got started, Vincent Cook, if you are watching the show, he was the king of rolling the dice on people. When I tell you he would play the dozens and we were running from this dude, he was, oh my goodness, no one was off limits for him. And he would go off. And that's the kind of stuff that sort of, unfortunately, in this day and time, everyone's so sensitive. And that could go both ways. I know that could go both ways. But I'm just saying, this day and time, we can't afford to be sensitive. I mean, we need some laughter and some joy in these times. So, but if you are a Dave Chappelle fan, that's your thing. I'm not a fan, but I wanted to see what everybody was talking about. So I did, pretty much check it out. And I didn't think that he was talking about people that bad. I mean, I don't know, but he wasn't talking about me. So that's another thing. When someone's talking about you, it's a whole different ball game. Whole different ball game. But yeah, so that's red hot number 3. So I would like to know what you guys think about the red hots today. Red hot topic number 1, whatever your local voting booth or location is, are you early voting? Early voting started October the 12th. Are you early voting? I'm not asking who you're voting for. That's your business. I'm just wondering who all is taking advantage of early voting. I personally love to early vote because I can vote anywhere. And if I wait till November 2nd and something's not right with my ID or anything like that, it's a wrap. So whatever the issue is, I like to get it squashed and done in early voting. That's just me. So are you early voting? If so, where are you going? Shout out to whatever. Yeah. Red hot number 2, hairdresser. And I tell you no lie, that was the title of the article. Hairdresser that scaled the Capitol gets 14 days. Yes, I did say 14 days in jail. What are your thoughts on that? Last but not least, Dave Chappelle's Netflix comedy show. What are your thoughts? Did you see it? What'd you think about it? Curious, curious, curious. Good morning, Meredith. If you watch the show, he did a comparison of his old stand ups, and he even said he was really talking about white people, not the LGBTQ community. I know. And that's what's so funny because everybody knows Dave Chappelle and how you roll. What are you talking about? But like I said, if you love his comedy, yeah. Good morning, sunshine. How are you? So yeah, just interesting. Just I'm like, y'all, why are you acting new to this? Dave Chappelle comes for you. He's just that type of person. He comes for you. But he didn't state that he talked about anybody in particular because that's his comedy. I don't know. If DC screaming cancel culture pushed you to watch, don't you think that could be an ad tactic? An ad tactic. Hmm. If DC screaming cancel culture pushed you to watch, don't you think that could be an ad tactic? You know what? You could have a point there, Rebecca. You could have a point there because I sure enough watched it. I sure enough watched it after they said that. Did not think about that. That's a very good tactic. Oh, so and so wants to cancel Netflix, Dave Chappelle special, blah, 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 because we want you to watch it. And I did. I fell for the okie doke, Rebecca. I did. Amen. I fell for that. Oh my gosh. That's a good thought. That's a good thought. It's a good thought. So those are the red hots. And just curious on what you guys think about them. Let's see what we got. Sunshine. I'm fine. I didn't see it. I have to check it out. Good point. Right. So Rebecca has a very good point. Because if that was a tactic to get people to watch it, because maybe the viewerships were down, they're up now because everybody's like, why are we canceling Dave Chappelle show? That was beautiful. They played me like a violin. How they say? That's how you played me on that one. And I watched the whole thing. They get you every time, don't they? They get you every time. Marketing and advertising. It's a beast. That's why I go to school for it, honey. That's why I gotta getting a degree in it. Because I want to know. I need to know how the intricate things happen. And and basically got tricked into the okie doke. If you guys were looking for me, last Thursday, I actually was out of town. I went to Athens, Georgia. And Meredith, I don't remember them promoting his show. So Rebecca is probably right. Right. Kudos, Rebecca. Yeah, because they got me. So last Thursday, we didn't have the show. I was out of town and I was in Athens, Georgia. And, I just love me some Georgia. Very interesting. I was at a retreat and I could have went live, but at the time, the retreat, we were doing some classes and things like that. I'm trying to, better myself professionally. And you guys know that I am a part of the Garden City housing team. So our goal is to get housing and renovations and repairs to those who need it in low to moderate income communities. So my job is to learn about the housing market. So I went to this workshop retreat in Athens, Georgia, and learned a lot. And in the communities that I serve, the need is residential housing. So, with that being said, I take, what's the word I'm looking for? I take pride in what I do, but it's an emotional roller coaster, okay? Because you are seeing people, you're meeting people with a need, and you're not superwoman. You can't meet everyone's need, but you try your best, right? And it pulls on you emotionally. It really, really does, because I want to help everybody, but I just can't. And I used to be mad at agencies, churches, and people, because I feel like, if you can help, you should help. Blah, 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 blah. But I've gotten in those shoes. I'm now in those shoes. And you can't help everybody, even though you want to. And it is exhausting. And when I say exhausting, emotionally draining, because I'm a very caring and giving person. So if I can't meet someone's need, I feel like, oh my God, I'm just, oh. So I just take it in. So I needed some time to just basically map that thing out. And I came to the conclusion of, God does not give you anything that you can't handle, right? And I know you hear that all the time. He doesn't put on you more than you can bear. But what I mean is this: your capacity of receiving things, God stretches that. And when He stretches that, you have to go forth in that. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. So let me break it down a little bit more. So when He increases your territory, that means He's already given you the capacity and the um, intellectualism, is that a word? To do it, right? And if you're lacking skills, you have to go to school, you have to go to classes, you have to sharpen that talent, skill, gift, so you can do it. But he's given it to you. So it just depends on what you're going to do with it. And with that comes a great responsibility of learning, and that's your responsibility. So once you see that your cup is now full, once you see that your capacity is now increased, you have to increase. So, um, I have taken on this task, and it started out being a volunteer situation. I would volunteer to do this and do that and do this. But baby, now it's like it's a mission for me. Um, Sunshine, yes, you got to be ready for the unexpected, even if it's bigger than you. Amen. And so now it's like it's a charge for me to help people in their living situation, right? Hallelujah, life. Thank you, cuz. How are you? So I'm now embarking on something I'm telling you, it's new for me. I had to go back to school to learn some stuff, and I'm looking forward to what 2022 is going to bring. God is amazing. God is going to use you. He's going to do whatever. You are His hands and His feet, His eyes and His ears and His mouth. So, if as long as you keep that in the forefront, you will stay down while He goes up. You stay low while He goes high. You remember Michelle Obama says, when they go low, we go high. Well, we go low and let God go high. How about that? So I'm just going to put a little spin on what Michelle said, my girl. So as long as we are low, he can go high. As long as we stay humble, he can do mighty works in us. So, with that being said, I'm excited for what is about to take place. I'm going to bring you guys along. I'm not going to let you go. You already know. But I am embarking on some things with housing, affordable housing. Uh, I'm so excited. But before I, let the cat out of the bag per se, I'm gonna come to you after it's solidified, and I'm gonna let you know what all that looks like. And also, you will be seeing me partnering with a wonderful person, uh, Rebecca. Hopefully, she's still on. Hopefully, me and Rebecca will be teaming up to do some things. And I want you guys to tune in on that too. Rebecca's awesome. She was the one that made that great point. So hopefully, we'll be able to come on board and, show you guys a little bit of something with that too. And the political realm, I do address that. And I'm also going to address it even more in the future because y'all know who my husband is. Well, my husband will be running again for mayor. Yeah. So just a lot. Just a lot. Um, what does that look like for me? First lady. First lady of the church, first lady of the city, first lady of the yeah, first lady. Uh Potter's House, uh, I went through a program called God's Leading Ladies at the Potter's House and graduated in 2018. So got the title of lady back in 2018 and had no idea that that was going to be a title for me in my walk now. Lady Mona Lisa Cash at the time in 2018 has evolved now to Lady Monalisa Monroe, first lady of a church, and prayerfully, my husband running for mayor, maybe first lady of a city. So yeah, just a lot, just a lot, just a little something, something. Gladys, I don't know if anyone remembers, but Chappelle walked away from his first show, leaving millions of dollars because he felt as those people were laughing at him instead of with him. Yes. And he has always addressed issues, but were edged at the worth another 50 million. So he's not hurting for money, but he addresses all issues. And you know what? You're right. And in the special, Dave Chappelle mentioned that. He says, I'm that dude. I'm that dude that walked away from $50 million. So you got me mixed up, And that's the part that, I mean, if you're a fan, and if you're not a fan, you got to respect the man because he is not a token. He's not a yes man. He's none of that. So come on now. Yeah, come on with the business, okay? So yeah, so I'm glad you guys have tuned in to me. The comments, I love them. I love them. Like I said, we could not be a show without your comments and you clicking, liking, and sharing the show. So please click, like, and share the show. Share it with your friends, share it with whoever. Click, like, and share. And go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. The best birthday present you can give me is to purchase some merchandise from me on the website. If you are far or near, it doesn't matter. Purchase. And you'll enjoy it. Everything you need on there. And yeah, so my birthday's not today, but it's Saturday. But today is the birthday show. So Let me see what you guys said. Meredith, when you become first lady of the city, we are all coming to celebrate with you. Well, good. Come on through, girl. Come on through. Hit was about 15 million he walked away from, but he worth about 50 million. Oh, wow. And when you make that decision to walk away from something because of your convictions and your ethics and morals, then you know what? That's what I'm saying. Not everybody can do that. And no, not everybody will do that. Everybody can, but not everybody will. And it reminds me of Colin Kaepernick. Colin said, peace out to all of it. And now he's making more money than he would have messing with the NFL. So when you stand on what's right, you're going to get compensated. You will get blessed. You got to stand on what God wants, though. You got to do what God wants you to do. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean about the show. That's what I mean about the mission, the purpose. Why are you here? You're still here. A lot of people are gone, but you're here. So figure that out. Why are you still here? What is that saying that says, um, two things? Oh, what is that saying that says the I don't know that saying, but it's on the tip of my tongue. When you know when you know why you're here, some kind of if you the 2 days you're born is when you're born or when you know why you're born or something like that. If you guys know what I'm talking about, please comment. But it's something like that. It's a phrase. It's like if you know when you're born, it's like you're born and then you're born again when you know your purpose. I can't think of it. And it's right on the tip of my tongue. But you guys get my point though. When you realize what you're here to do, it's like you're reborn. You get energy, you get man, it's like an awakening. It's like an enlightenment. It's just crazy. When you realize the purpose. Hey, Julius. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I contacted the photographer that you guys gave me. Thank you so much. I can't wait. I'm excited. Um, but yes, so yeah, we got to get to work. We got to get to work. And in order to get to work, you got to do some things. What do you have to do? You have to vote. You vote for the folks who you know can do some stuff. And then you get to work personally. You get to work in your community. You get to work in your city. You get to work in your state. Let's go. Let's go. Everyone has a mission. The Great Commission. You go out and you multiply. Not have a bunch of kids, but you multiply. Whatever you put your hands to, it should grow. Those seeds should grow into something good. Because, man, it's already enough bad stuff going on. Okay? It's already enough crazy stuff going on. I personally want to thank my husband, of course, for putting up with me. Of those who know me, you know I'm a piece of work, but I'm supposed to be. But anyway, I want to thank him for all what he's done and all what he's doing. And I feel like I don't tell him enough, but I want to say thank you, honey, for supporting me, for being there for me, for listening to me, for doing the most for me. And I'm so excited of what you have in store for me on my birthday. That's how you set that thing up. But anyway, and I want to also thank those of you that are, I'm talking about set the alarm clock for this show. Miss Gladys, I want to thank all of you for tuning in and commenting because I'm glad that you're tuning in, but when you talk to me, that's a whole nother thing. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Y'all like my new glasses? My new cut? This is the 50 cut. This is what 50 look like, y'all. This is what 50 look like. So thank you for tuning in this morning. Bye. You guys take care. No, I'm not gonna let you go. I'm not gonna let you go. Not yet. I gotta do one more thing. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday to you, Tanya. Her birthday was yesterday. Yeah, we those October girls. We them girls. Y'all know I ain't got no sense. Y'all know that. Y'all know I ain't got no sense. But I thank you though for tuning in today. And don't forget to tune in tonight too. Monalisa Monroe, late night. Um, I might be out and about, and y'all might just be drawn into the madness, the shenanigans, as they say. And then again, I might be just calm, cool, and collected at the house. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. But I want you guys to tune in though. What time? 10 Eastern, 9 Central. I want you guys to tune in tonight. Late night with Mona Lisa. And I think I'm going to go live on my birthday to just bring you guys on in. Because this is 50, y'all. This is the big 5. Oh, this is what it looks like. I praise God I don't look like what I've been through. Woo! Thank you guys again for tuning in. Love ya.